What's up everyone, it's the Yapologist here, and in today's video I'm going to cover Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 262.5. So this is the second half of chapter 262, which was cut short because Gege was sick. Let's get right into it. So the chapter begins with Yuta laying there with his head cut open next to Rika. He does not look good here, he has blood dripping down his face, and yeah, at this point his brain is not in his body. Now we figure out that Yuta cannot use any other curse techniques right now, just Limitless, and he also notices that since Sukuna had one of his arms cut off, he is not able to use the world-cutting slash. This is a great point to notice because we haven't really seen him use it in a while, and it's good to know he can't use it on Yuta. Yuta thinks the only way that Sukuna can beat Infinity is by using Domain Amplification, and we see some more hand-to-hand combat here. Yuta's able to throw Sukuna away and even punch him in the face, and it is said that Yuta's having a hard time adjusting to Gojo's long arms and legs. This is kind of funny because Yuta is shorter than Gojo, I believe. Yuta realizes he can't master Gojo's Infinity with just one swap, so they body swapped earlier, if you didn't know, using Wee Wee's technique, and he realizes that the 6 eyes is a must to control this ability. We then get a quick flashback of Gojo saying, "I'm the strongest," and I swear Gege's just rubbing it in at this point. We get some Sukuna internal dialogue where he remembers Kenjaku telling him about Yuta's technique being copy, and we also saw that he took note of every ability Yuta was able to use within his domain. So Sukuna's actually really smart here, putting together the dots, what pieces does Yuta still have, and he comes to the conclusion that Yuta only has Limitless. Sukuna realizes that Yuta might also plan to not make it out of this alive. Yuta is going back through Gojo's memories where he remembers Gojo says, "Your curse energy is sloppy as hell, Yuta." Yuta then recites 9 points, polarized light. You see Yuta's fingers curled up, ready to unleash a hollow purple as Sukuna realizes this and says he won't have an opening to use it. Yuta then uses blue and throws a tape recorder at Sukuna where we see the words "don't move." And of course this is Inumaki behind the tape recorder, screeching it out. We love to see him back, and he's being used to stop Sukuna. Yuta says this isn't a copy, it's the real thing, and the gap between within and without. And he says hollow technique purple, as we see Yuta lining up the hollow purple right at Sukuna, and no break next week. But this is where the chapter ends. I'm going to assume right off the bat that Sukuna's frozen, and, using Toge's curse speech, he's frozen, and of course this is a real thing. It was not a copied technique from Yuta since he threw that tape recorder, and love to see him back in the story. I mean, it's been so long since Toge's been used, but here we go, perfect spot to bring him back in, and I don't know what's going to happen here. I mean, if this lands and kills Sukuna, I don't know how I'll feel. I feel like Yuji should do it at the end of the day, but this would also be a great way for him to go off, but I do not see him dying here. Yeah, I don't see how Sukuna is going to tank a hollow purple here, especially in the form he's in. I imagine there will be some way out of it, but at this point I can't even think of any way he can, other than just dodging it, which would be so lame. So Sukuna is going to have to pull something out to stop this hollow purple, or it's going to rip him in half. I mean, there's no way around it, literally. It's great to get some clarification on what abilities Yuta can use and which he can't, and it's also great to see the hollow purple back and Inumaki. I mean, 3 great things to see in this chapter, and it's pretty short, but I'm really excited to see what happens next chapter. Again, I don't think Sukuna is going to die here, but remains to be seen. So let me know what you guys thought of this chapter. But anyways, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. It means a lot to me, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.